Architectural building standards are governed by a set of rules and regulations, formally contrived by building conglomerates and the Constitution. A rigid system that betters isolated communities with no sustainable outlook for the future. For South Africa, the architect is praised and acknowledged in his attempt to bring people together and bridge social status gaps that still remain intact in this post-apartheid era. But what of these built moments of unification really contribute to the socio-political struggle? Quite frankly, the reality is that change is slow. Maybe the problem lies in the architect's egocentric vision to change the world, or people's worlds in this case. Maybe the architect needs to be taken off his pedestal and immerse himself on the receiving end. A ghost architect that lingers, hears, sees and responds directly to the singular and collective idea of change. An architecture that is derived by one's catalytic nature to invent and reinvent when so fit to do so. The fact is that these architects already exist and operate on an entrepreneurial level, one without building regulations, and only the will to survive. Go-getters, action makers and urban transgressors like the trolley pusher or Zama Zama, whom remain hidden and only really make their appearance in the news, are the so-called architects of change. Urban nomads that flock together and continuously adapt architecturally to suit their lifestyles and ensure efficient productivity in the most sustainable way. Controversial designers, of course, but still a contemporary minority that introduces a set of key principles of how architects should design. Eat. Embrace ambiguity. Fill yourself with knowledge of the unknown. Emphasize and immerse yourself within the user group you are designing for. Become part of your audience. That way one can design critically and responsibly. Sleep. Not in the broader sense, but dream. Dream big, push the boundaries both figuratively and literally, challenge authority and rigid systems, and design with fluidity and purpose that overlaps different disciplines. Draw. Draw optimistic opportunities from your user group and begin to draw appropriate solutions, responses and prototypes that can be tried and tested in further understanding how your architecture will adapt and develop over time. Repeat. Know that your design is never the final product, but a product of process, and will ultimately change in one life or the next. So invent, reinvent, and don't be afraid to completely discard the whole design, because you're just a ghost, designing for other ghosts.